Hi, my name is Angie Rocha, and I am here representing Raya Chichimeca.
Tell me what you're making here, or what you're selling.
So we're selling here our artesanías and our medicines. All of it, we make it locally here, and we try to harvest and forage locally as well. It's an effort to get people to know more about the native plants here and how to use them, and that we have like everything we need essentially here. And so aside from this, we also host workshops, and we have a studio that people can go to. We have a website, and it's a lot about the history, environmental education for people, and making it accessible, because that's not something that's like readily available to us here in the Valley.
Show me that bracelet and explain it to me.
So this is a protection bracelet. We have a whole series of protección, and what this is a Texas mountain laurel or mezcal. And people usually know it as like the beans you used to rub on the floor, and they'd get really hot, and you'd like touch other people with it and mess around in that way. But what isn't typically known is that a lot of these mezcal beans were used and are still used traditionally by a lot of indigenous people here in South Texas and other areas of Mexico. And the way we're using it in this bracelet is for protection. It wards off any negative energies, as well as it brings courage. That redness, that power that this bean holds is very spiritual and very nurturing to people. And it would often be used during war as well, as a way to like get that courage to come out. And we use it as protection on our bracelets. It's a simple way to always be protected wherever you go.
About the medications, tell me a little bit about the medications.
Yeah, so some of the medicines, these are locally harvested and foraged, Texas sage and huizache. There's a lot of medicinal properties in our native plants, and then some of the other ones use chaparral. Sorry?
How do they help?
Oh, so specifically this one is really good for your skin. It's anti-inflammatory. Cenizo is really good for any irritated skin or any irritated internal problems. You can also use it as a tea. We use it as a balm here. Huizache is also really good for headaches, and so you can apply it on your forehead and it will soothe a headache. These are tallows, and tallows are really good for hydrating your skin. It's one of the things we use traditionally, and it's a way of using all parts of an animal, and we infuse it with oils. There's two different ones. They both are really super nurturing and regenerate your skin really well.
And the feathers, a lot of people think they just go on for decoration, but there's more to them, right?
Yeah, so feathers or any animal in general that we have a connection with is an ancestor that protects us, and it helps us, like facilitates a lot of our intention into the world. And so these are turkey feathers, and turkey is a really caring ancestor for us. We would obviously eat it, and it's been used in a lot of arrows, so it would help us get a lot of our foods, and we see it as an ancestor who protects, who cares. And specifically this one is a smudge fan. Helps with limpias, and the animal just helps disperse that energy further. It's just an ancestor that helps guide everything and really takes care of us on all aspects, physical, spiritual, mental, everywhere.
There's nothing like being close to the earth, right? And
Yeah.
understanding it more.
Yeah, of course, there's like this importance that we have to remember where we're from. Our primordial caretaker, our primordial mother is the land. If we don't have like food to eat, we won't survive. Water to drink, we won't survive. And so always honoring that connection, and so much of who we are is made up, everything that we are is made up of our environment. And this is our effort also for getting people to realize that like there's all of this comes from somewhere, and all of this doesn't have to come from somewhere super detached. It's here where we are, always living.
What's in the little bag?
So these little bags have Kopal it's called Maya Kopal, and it's a white kind. This Kopal is really good for limpias and offerings. It smells really, really good. I don't have it open, but it's white, and we also have black Kopal here from Jalisco, and that one's also really, really good for clearing out spaces or welcoming any ancestors. We really love using tree resin, and so every area has their own kind of resin that they would use, and their intentions would always be elevated by this plant ancestor. Plants are ancestors that hold so much memory and, again, super primordial caretakers, so they facilitate any intention you have, and they do it with so much care for you. And this is another way to like add that into your home. You just burn it, it smells really good. It's really, yeah, so it's like the smoke smells really, really good. And we combine it with trees, and that also really feels good for all the spirits and lets them know that you acknowledge them and just develop a connection with that and with yourself and the plants.
The spirits and how you can help with those.
Yeah, so the way we use Kopal is, it really depends on your intention. One of the main things people use it for is to just form a connection with the spirits in your house. And once I was in a house that had a lot of spirits in there, and what we did was we burned Kopal, the smoke from the Kopal, in every corner of the house, and that really lets that spirit know that you acknowledge it, that you're respectful of it, that you can both live together. And so it's just a way of acknowledging and respecting all spirits that are present all the time. Like even here, there's a lot of spirits. And so Kopal is just a connection to those spirits and letting them know that it's okay, that we can coexist together.